In today's video, I studied how to paint and draw clothing in a way that will help me in my art. Hopefully you can take some useful tips out of this video, and let's just get started. So this is the first day. I made a bunch of sketches of people which I think had cool clothes. A little side tangent, but you know those memes like on IG Reels saying like, oh yeah, I'm into fashion. They show this person, like they show the person's fashion taste and indirectly call it basic and default. And it's like, bro, like I find that so weird, because like the people creating those memes are probably the people who have the same fashion taste that they are like literally calling basic. It's like those people, like those performative male, like the performative male trend on IG, where people who like just call people performative are the ones who are performative. It's like, bro. Like, anyways, so just back to drawing, I guess. Since I mostly draw females, I made sure to pick a female reference. First, I would just sketch out the poses. Now, for these type of studies, I usually wouldn't bother with trying to understand the anatomy of the pose. I'll just draw the overall shape of the figure, since, well, I'm not drawing anatomy. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably hindering my anatomy abilities, and is the reason why I keep forgetting how to draw anatomy. But oh well, like I'm not, yeah, I literally just draw like 3D shapes. Like when I'm drawing anatomy, low-key nowadays, I don't even like draw the full anatomy. I know how to draw it, but like I just draw spheres and cylinders, bro. Like I don't want to draw the full thing, low-key. There's no point. But like I still know like how it works. Like I know how the muscles work and stuff, how they interact with each other, but and there's no reason to, because you're gonna just draw clothes on top of it. So what's the point of drawing anatomy on the bottom? Like, I've never understood that, and like most artists do it. It's like so funny, because you're just gonna put clothes on top of it. Like it's not even gonna show the anatomy. Like what are you doing, bro? I would only fully draw out one person this day, because I just got confused. I don't know, I felt like I lost my skill. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. This happened like my last video, my last video. Like I just keep somehow losing my skill and then regaining it. I don't know. Part of the reason why though, I think, is because I was like starting from light to dark, not dark to light, which for me, I think starting from dark to light is actually the best way of painting, because like you get so much from just carving out the light instead of like carving out the dark. You know what? Like, okay, whoa. How do I explain? Like it's like sculpting. You have to think of it like sculpting, right? Carving out like the light. Like how do you carve out a shadow? Like you can't carve out a shadow. The shadow's already there. You carve in the light, you know? That's how I think about it. Anyways, this would be the final drawing of today. This would be like kind of bad, but I would end up redoing it anyways, so it was alright, because I just redid the whole thing on day 2. Day 2, I changed my brush to hard round with opacity so that it would just be easier. This day I would remember how to actually do digital art and actually do it well. I watched a tutorial called Understanding Every Type of Clothing Fold by Marco Bucci. Guys, Marco Bucci, Modern Day James, who else? Sam Does Arts, Proco, and a little bit of Ross Draws and Ethan. Okay, yeah, Ross Draws and Ethan Becker, just a little bit though, if you're like an illustrator. But those are the main artists that helped me so much with my art, and yeah, shout out to them. Really. Now here is a quick, this is not gonna be quick, but this is a deep dive into every type of clothing fold. I'm just gonna do this so that you guys can understand, but also so that I can remember for extra drawing practice, you know, and just extra memory recall. Yeah, first is the zigzag fold, which I think is the easiest. This is basically just a bunch of warped triangles. I think that's why it's the easiest, because it's just a bunch of triangles. Like I don't really think when I'm drawing them. Then you got the pipe fold, which you can see when the clothing is stretched between 2 points. It's like a bunch of cylinders. It's like a bunch of like different cylinders. Okay, I used to think of them like hills, but I think thinking of them like cylinders is better. Like, how do I explain? So like you have a cloth, right? Yeah, and then you put cylinders on them. Yeah, that's how it works. You should add these folds when like there's skin contact or there's a connection to like the seam of the cloth. So I think these are pretty hard, but like maybe it's just me. Then there are the compression folds, which come from, well, the compression of clothing. They're like pipe folds, but because of the compression they get squashed. It's stretched, they're being squashed, like, you know, squash and stretch, like I don't really know how they worked. Let's say you had like 2 fabrics, right? You know how when you put them together, like push them together, you kind of get like a hill. It's like that. Maybe I'll make a drawing on that. The half lock fold is where there's like a fabric overhang, and then there's like just zigzag folds that kind of just trail along. This one's kind of the hardest to explain. I didn't really practice that much in this challenge, but I practiced with this drawing. Then there's the drop fold, which is basically a pipe fold where the gravity is pulling down on the clothing. Pretty easy fold if you know what you're doing. Then there's the diaper fold, and no, it's not actually a diaper. This, oh my goodness, I hate this fold. I hate this fold so much, bro. It's terrible. It's terrible folds. Terrible. It's like one of the worst folds. I hate this fold. Maybe it's because I just don't draw it enough. But it's basically just a bunch of U-shaped pipe folds, and it's like, imagine that and with the drop fold kinda, and it's like makes this weird shape. I don't even understand it, bro. I'm still trying to study like a lot of diaper folds, but yeah, still trying to get better at them. It's not really seen that much on people, so that's why I probably don't draw them that much. So then lastly is the spiral fold. That's like a compression fold but with a spiral pattern. Like, you know how like imagine you're a buff guy, right? And then boom, you have like, it's just a pipe fold, but like in a circular. It's just a spiral pipe fold. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. Now I think that's all the folds. I think, hopefully. For all the drawings I would do, I would try to identify the type of folds so that I can just recall them in my brain. It's like when you're practicing anatomy, you have to try like memorizing all the parts of the body. So I would just try like recalling. Anyways, let's move on to the next day. Day 3. Yeah, would keep doing the study for day 2. Now my process for painting digitally has changed a lot throughout the years. First, I used to just manually pick all the colors with like no layers. Okay, then I used layers without multiply. Now I just start with a base color, then add a black and white multiply layer to add shading. To me, I feel like this is the best way of shading since it's like easy and versatile. Well, not really versatile since you can't pick the color of the shadow because it's black and white, but I think you can just use like airbrush or something. I don't know. But for me, I like to just leave it as it is, but I will still try occasionally to use the airbrush for soft edges or ambient occlusion. But anyways, yeah, finishing up the drawing, just trying to identify folds, and here are the final results of the study. Looking back at it, what I first realized, the clothing is pretty flat. Why it was flat is because I still didn't have like a good understanding of pipe folds. Instead of drawing like pipes, I was drawing triangles, because like I think of folds, like I used to think of folds before this challenge just as all triangles. Because I just didn't want to understand. I didn't want to study folds for the longest time, so it's really good that I'm doing this challenge. But like you can look at my old art, like oh my gosh, it's just triangles. I didn't even try to like put effort into it. It's either like the folds are triangles or there's just no folds at all. Like I never put effort into the folds, bro. But yeah, this is a good challenge. So it also looks kind of unpolished because, well, but like mostly why it looks unpolished is because I didn't like take the time to fully render it, but also because like I just didn't want to. I would also try the draped fold, the draped cloth. Okay, I would also try a draped cloth, which is a diaper fold. Now remember, I said this was like the hardest type of fold. Well, you can see here with the insane amount of Control Z and eraser tool that this is the hardest type of fold, and I hate doing draped cloth, but we're gonna keep practicing it in the challenge because I need good practice. Yeah, but here are the final results, and like the other one, it's still unrendered, but you know, life is not about perfectly rendered drawings, and like we really, I think it's an abstract piece. Okay, you know why it's not rendered? It's because it's abstract art. No, it's not. I'm at this point I'm just saying stuff. So I would need to do more practice in general, just rendering and shading clothes, I guess. But so day 4, yeah, this drawing was kind of buns. I don't even want to talk about it, but I guess I have to talk about it. Looking back now, I think I just keep doing the same mistakes over and over again, not fully rendering the study, making the clothes flat, thinking in triangles. Like it was okay, maybe I wasn't thinking in triangles this time, which was good, but like it still looked flat. No, it didn't look flat, it just looked unrendered and unpolished. And part of the reason why is just that I forgot how to do soft edges. Like I don't even know how I forgot. I just forgot how to do soft edges, and like anytime I tried doing a soft edge, it just came out wrong. I don't know why. But another problem, I just didn't understand the diaper fold. That's why I'm saying it's the hardest fold ever. Like this is insane, man. Like I've been struggling on this fold for like the whole challenge, and it's day 4. Like we're 4 out of 5 of the way there, and I'm still struggling on diaper folds, bro. Another side note, I think I'm actually starting to like understand drawing clothes by just making the script, which is kind of funny because like I'm not even drawing, I'm just like recalling memories. Like it's so funny. But like yeah, if you want to get better at drawing, I guess you should just make a YouTube channel, you know, make a lot of videos, you know. You can just, yeah. Oh shoot, speaking of which, like, comment, and subscribe, please. I think someone just like screamed like for help. I'm like recording in my closet, not my closet, it's my parents' closet, but like I heard a scream for help. Anyways, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, please. Oh, one of the main reasons, like, I already said this. Okay, I'm rereading the script and I'm like seeing it. I already said most of this stuff. Okay, anyways, on to day 4. No, day 5. What did I say? Day 4. What did I say? Day 4. Day 5. I mean, the study was a bit messy, but I think I'm starting to understand the forms more. Now, obviously, after this challenge, I will do more practice. Okay, I actually have done more practice because like I'm recording this after I did the challenge, so like I did a lot of practice. Like, you know, all the drawings that I showed you, like when I showed you the examples of folds, yeah, I did all those drawings. Yeah. But anyways, drawing clothes is not actually that hard once you like understand it, because like, yeah, now looking back at it, there's definitely a lot of errors. Okay, another one of the errors is just not enough contrast. Like I had this error too. Like I think I just have this error in my art, even in the like 7-day background challenge, like which was like a while back. I just never added contrast to my work, and it just looked like just, I don't know why I keep like just not adding contrast. It's like, bruh. Anyways, yeah, and it's just messy rendering again and again and again. But as long as I understand, you know, those things will come out naturally, I hope. probably. I hope. That's one thing that rings out in drawing anything. Like, if you understand like the form of anatomy, then you like are more likely to understand how to shade anatomy. Or like if you understand forms of the head, you're more likely to understand how to shade the head. I think that's like something that just is common for like, if you understand like what you're drawing, then you'll know how to shade it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that probably is not true, but like I don't care. Anyways, I guess that's the end of this challenge. Here's a video of me drawing a manga in 24 hours. Check it out if you want. Peace.